Hey there, my name is Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life. In this video, I'm taking you back to one of the oldest tourist attractions in the U.S., the Mount Washington Auto Road. Now, I've made other videos about Mount Washington and White Mountain National Forest, but in this video, we're focusing on the Mount Washington Auto Road, the road that leads to the top of Mount Washington. There are lots of mountain drives that are amazing here in the eastern part of the U.S., but this drive has to be one of the most unique. So in this video, I'm going to share 10 facts about the Mount Washington Auto Road while showing you the drive up and back down Mount Washington in sequence. As always, links are in the description. And don't forget to leave a comment. So go ahead and hit the like button and let's get started with 10 amazing facts about the Mount Washington Auto Road. The drive passes through 4 distinct ecological zones: hardwood, Canadian, sub-alpine, and alpine, offering diverse scenery and flora. As you ascend, the hardwood forest of maple and birch transition to coniferous trees like spruce and fir, followed by low shrubs in the sub-alpine zone. At the summit, the alpine zone features rare tundra-like vegetation, including delicate wildflowers adapted to harsh conditions. The Mount Washington Auto Road, originally called the Mount Washington Carriage Road, opened in 1861. So the ascent to the top on this road was in a horse-drawn carriage. And this road was built for no other reason than to serve as a tourist attraction. In fact, it's America's oldest continuously operating man-made tourist attraction. Construction began in 1854 using black powder and hand-drilled blasting holes with no machinery. In 1869, President Ulysses S. Grant visited the top of Mount Washington, contributing to the road's growing reputation as a prestigious tourist destination. The Mount Washington Auto Road stretches 7.6 miles, climbing 4,618 feet, with an average gradient of 11.6%. Now, if you're not familiar with the Appalachian Mountains, let me explain why that's a big deal to the mountains of the East. We've made over 100 videos on the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's an amazing scenic mountain drive that follows the spine of the Blue Ridge Mountains through Virginia and North Carolina for 469 miles. The Blue Ridge Parkway has significant climbs, but none of the climbs on the Blue Ridge Parkway match the Auto Road's steep, continuous ascent to a 6,288-foot summit in such a short amount of distance. Beginning all the way back in 1904, this is the home to the oldest auto race in the U.S. It's called the Mount Washington Hillclimb Auto Race. In 2011, Travis Pastrana set the fastest recorded time up the auto road during the Mount Washington Hillclimb, completing the 7.6-mile course in just over 6 minutes in a Subaru WRX STI. And the Mount Washington Auto Road Bicycle Hill Climb is known as one of the toughest cycling climbs globally. By the way, I hope you'll leave your questions in the comment section or just leave a comment. And if you live anywhere near Mount Washington or White Mountain National Forest, let us know in the comments if I'm getting anything wrong, or just add your personal experience or insight. We'd really appreciate it. Obviously, the road leads to the summit of Mount Washington, known for some of the world's most extreme weather. In April 1934, a wind gust of 231 miles per hour was recorded, one of the highest wind speeds ever recorded on land. While it doesn't typically snow on Mount Washington in July and August, it can happen. Snowfall can occur in any month, but it usually begins sometime around September or October. Now check this out, the mountain receives about 23 feet of snow annually. In the winter of 1968 and 69, it snowed 47 feet. And it was in 1969 that 4 feet of snow fell in 24 hours. Can you imagine that? It can take crews weeks to clear the snow, so the auto road is ready for use by May. And depending on the weather, the road closes to private vehicles either in mid-October or mid-November. Always check the website before making plans. The Mount Washington Auto Road is owned and operated by the descendants of Elihu Libby. Hope I'm saying that name right. Elihu Libby purchased the road in 1906. Specifically, his descendants own and operate the auto road, the Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center, and the Glen House Hotel. So the Mount Washington Auto Road is a toll road. In 2025, a car and driver cost $45, and it cost $15 per additional passenger. Now that sounds steep, but trust me, it's worth it. Every single penny. I've left a link to their website in the description, and I would always check the website before making plans. The auto road is narrow, about 16 feet wide, and lacks guardrails, with a warning sign noting it may not be suitable for those with a fear of heights. The absence of guardrails, combined with steep drop-offs, heightens the sense of exposure, particularly on the upper sections where the terrain becomes more rugged. Drivers are advised to maintain focus and adhere to the 20-mile-per-hour speed limit to navigate the challenging conditions safely. And speaking of having no guardrails, if this is your first time visiting the channel, I just want to say welcome, and I really hope you'll consider subscribing. We've made videos all over the world, but we primarily make videos about scenic destinations in the Appalachian Mountains. And of course, we make some facts videos. The Mount Washington Auto Road enforces a strict 20-mile-per-hour speed limit to ensure safety due to its steep grades, sharp turns, and unpredictable weather. The Auto Road staff monitors compliance. While editing, I sped up the video, so it might look like we're driving faster, but for most drivers, including me, 20 miles per hour is fast enough. I love driving fast, but this road is not for the weak of heart. I can't even believe they actually race up this road. I certainly couldn't do it, let me just say that. The road's lower elevations pass through habitats where wildlife like moose, black bears, and foxes may be spotted, especially in early morning or evening hours. This tourist attraction is really busy, so I can imagine that you can see something late in the evening or early in the morning, but during the middle of the day, probably not so much, but that's just me guessing. And from what I understand, it's kind of rare to see a moose in this part of New Hampshire. Maybe somebody from the area can correct me about that. It happens, but it's rare. The Mount Washington Auto Road is open to ATVs and UTVs. I made a video recently about the differences between a national park and national forest and how many people mistakenly call White Mountain National Forest White Mountain National Park because it seems like it should be a national park. Now in that video I explained that it works out better for the locals keeping it White Mountain National Forest. But I don't mention things like riding ATVs as a major reason, but it's certainly one of my favorite reasons. Because generally speaking, you can't ride ATVs in national parks. The Auto Road's website specifies that ATVs are for certain days, but I called the number they provide while prepping for this video. ATVs are allowed on most days, unless there's a race planned or something like that. But here's the thing, this is a location where the website is pivotal, whether you want to bring your ATV or not. We didn't check the website during our visit, which is why we missed out on the Cog Railroad. And let me just say this, the staff at Mount Washington Auto Road are amazing. Even when I called while prepping this video, the person I spoke to on the phone was incredibly friendly. In fact, all of the interactions we've had with people in that area have been amazing. Carol and I have been to mountaintop tourist attractions all over the Appalachian Mountains, and Mount Washington is somewhere in our top 3, if not number 1. And speaking of tourist attractions, if you love the mountain destinations we visit, you need to become a member of our channel and learn some information about many of these destinations I wouldn't normally share on a normal video for a variety of reasons. Regardless, I'm so grateful you watched this video, and you'll like one of these videos too. And if you haven't done so already, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications. My name is Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life.